Hey guys, we are back with some more New York Islanders franchise mode, and in this one, we have a few line changes that I've made. So, first off, we have flipped Tim Cizek and Mike Commodore, because Tim Cizek is an official second liner now at 83 overall, and he has 9 points on the season so far compared to Commodore, who only has 4. And we also need to get that second line going, as Bennett Strite only has 2 goals so far. He has 7 assists, so he has the most points out of anybody on that line. He has more points than Ho Sang and Commodore combined, but he's still not scoring goals, which is his main job. And no one on that line in general is scoring goals. They all have 2 goals each. So I figured maybe Tim Cizek can get this line going. So that would mean the third line is now Ottoson, Commodore, and Ragnarsson. And then Pekka Rinne, 81 overall. Pouliot 79, Hines 77, so just around where I expected. Pekka Rinne is a little bit better than I had expected him to be, but we'll get into Pekka Rinne in a little bit. Something surprising about him. Defensively, I decided to switch up Severson and Montour just to spread that out a little bit because the top 4 wasn't doing too well with Butcher and Severson both -6. Montour is a +5, so I'm hoping that Montour can get Butcher to play a little bit better, and Severson can get Bodie Wild, or Bodie Wild can get Severson to play better, rather. Now, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but that pairing in particular was not too good, so we're going to separate them, and I'm just going to hope that Riley and Durant are talented enough to be able to pull themselves back up to a respectable level with a +-. I know +- doesn't mean too much, but it looks kind of ugly, especially on a team like us who, just won the Stanley Cup. So, now, to the case of Pekka Rinne. The computer had a case when it put Pekka Rinne on the shootout. Because if we take a look at Pekka Rinne's puck skills, 99, 99, 99, 97. I didn't know that was even possible for an 81 overall. So we're going to see if Yanni Pekka Rinne can get us a couple of extra wins in the shootout whenever we go to it. And Jason Hutchinson has to be better. He's below 900 right now. He got better as the first month went on, but shaky start so far. Really for pretty much every New York Islander here, besides Matt Barzal and Mueller and Wallstrom. Pretty much besides the first line, everyone's having some issues at the moment. So we are going to continue the simulation. I'm going to leave the power play and penalty kill alone because it wasn't really if I remember correctly, it wasn't the power play or the penalty kill that was really dragging us down. It was more 5-on-5 scoring and goals against as well. Because you take a look here, power play percentage 24%. That's not terrible, and penalty kill percentage 80.6. That's not terrible either. It could be better, but it's not, killing us compared to our goals against on the 5-on-5. So that's why we have only made 5-on-5 changes here. Let's get to the simulation and hope that we can get a better simulation in this month. And if we can't, then we might have to consider making more changes, at the very least with lines. That reminds me. Before we get to simulating here, we're going to place Nikolai Kolesnik in the minors lineup. I completely forgot to do that before. So we're going to put him on the second line with Tuomanen and Byrne. Is that? No. I was going to say, that's not Maddox Homer. Not the right series there. But very, very interesting that the New York Islanders minor team has a guy named Michael Homer. So Kolesnik on the second line there, and I will also put him on the power play because I want this guy to develop pretty quickly here, as he is or could be a potential impact player for us in years 9 and 10. Or even, maybe he might even be able to crack the roster next year. Who knows? Depending on how he plays this year. So hopefully that works out for him. So now let's get to the simulation. Game against Vegas, 5-0 win. There you go. All right, there you go. Now let's see some consistency with that. There you go, 4-3 win. Okay, a win's a win, no matter the score. Vancouver 4-3 loss. All right, followed up with a win though. Winnipeg, that's gonna be a tough team. Alan Rabbit is injured with mild concussion. I'll just replace him for right now, though. That is the first line, I'm pretty sure, in the AHL. I'll just replace him for right now. I'll get him back in there. There you go, 3-2 win. Buffalo. There you go. Okay. 4-1 loss. Okay, so we have 2 wins followed up by a loss, and then 2 wins followed up by a loss. Let's get another win here against Montreal. Esteban Lint, man. The Miners, they're getting injuries left and right, and we just got another injury here in Andreas Mueller until November 25th. My goodness. Okay, so here we go. Bennett Strite has 4 goals since we started the sim. We started the sim at 13 games in the season. So 4 goals in 7 games. He's going. Tim Cizek, however, 11 points total. He had 9 when he came up to the second line, so he has 2 points total. And Josh Hosang as well, only with 2 points in that time span. So Strite, he's technically been going, but I would love to see the entire second line going, you know? So now, the question is, who do we put on this first line? I don't feel like putting Strite with Wahlstrom. It's 2 goal scorers on the first line. I don't know if that's going to work well. Then again, the second line hasn't really worked well at all this year. I'm going to try Josh Hosang on the first line. Or you know what? How about Ragnarsson instead? Yeah, there you go. Ragnarsson, Barzal, and Wahlstrom. And then you could go Pekka Rinne on the third line with Commodore and Ottoson. And then it's going to have to be Bastian on the fourth line with Pouliot and Hines. Now, power play. Yeah, I don't want Bastian there. We're going to get Ragnarsson. I mean, we could potentially put Pekka Rinne in there if we have to because of that puck skills category. But I don't think he has the best shot. Yeah, no, he has low 80s power and then mid 80s accuracy. That's not good enough. So I'm going to put Ragnarsson there on the first line with Barzal and Wahlstrom. Going to have to put someone else here too. That'll be Strite. Strite is a right winger. And then penalty kill. Yep, penalty kill as well. Barzal, Ottoson, Commodore. Oh, jeez. Ragnarsson, maybe? I mean, he's filling him in for Mueller everywhere else. Ooh, that giveaway to takeaways. Don't like that. How about Hosang? I mean, Hosang's doing alright. Not much of a hitter, though. Maybe Strite? Because Strite's pretty similar in playing style to Mueller as far as physicality and defense. Although he does have more giveaways than takeaways this year. But you know what? I don't think we have too many other options at the moment. Cizek, yeah. He's not on there. We'll do the same thing here for the 3-on-3. And that should be good. No, don't want Bastian on the shootout. Barzal, Pekka Rinne, Wahlstrom, Strite, Ragnarsson. Alright, so that's a big injury there to Andreas Mueller. Luckily, it's not for too long. Jeez. Alright. Alan Rabbit is back. These injuries. Oh my goodness. We'll get Finger out of there and Rabbit back in. What? Huh? Okay. He was already in, apparently. Not sure why that happened. Yeah, sure. We'll leave Rabbit in there double shifted down the first and third line. Because we have no other players to put that back in there. 6-2 loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So 3 losses in a row now. 4 against New Jersey. What is going on here, boys? Oh, man. Overtime loss against the Sens. If we get a loss here, then I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Andreas Mueller is back. Good. We definitely need him. So I will take Bastian out. And we'll get Mueller in. Okay, so Ragnarsson back to the third line and Mueller first line. Let's get the power play back to the way it was. Mueller in there. Yeah, we'll get Mueller in here as well. And we'll place Ragnarsson on the shootout with Mueller. There you go. All right. Come on now, boys. Get the win here against Florida. There you go. All right. So, still not a great month overall. Not a great start to the season overall in general. Esteban Lin is back. I believe he is a pretty decent prospect. We'll get him in there instead of Conley. All right, there we go. It's all fixed. Game against the Rangers. Let's go, boys. Come on. December 1st, here we go. And that is a 2-1 win. Okay, so I like the last 2 games. Didn't like that stretch of 5 games there, though. So we're still very much a shaky team at the moment. So we're going to dive deeper into these stats here. We're currently sitting 5th in the Metro. 4 points behind Columbus. Ooh. And if it comes down to a wild card, Toronto has us beat. And so does Detroit and Florida, for that matter. And we're tied with Boston in terms of points. So we really have to get going here with some more wins. So let's see how we can do that as we take a look at the player stats. 23 points for Matt Barzal. 11 goals for Wallstrom. 9 goals for Streit. So he's definitely at least keeping pace with a solid point total. Christian Ragnarsson with 16, Mueller with 15, Commodore with 14, Czak 14, Ho-Sang only with 11 points. And how many of those on the power play? 4. So he has 7 even strength points. Not too good from Josh Ho-Sang here. He is playing well defensively with those takeaways and giveaways, but one thing I think we're lacking on this team at the moment is a strictly defensive forward. Someone who hits, who's good with takeaways. No one in our top 6 besides, or top 9, I should say, other than Ottoson is a hitter. I mean, you could say, you know, Mueller and Streit to a degree, but the majority of our players in the top 6 and in the top 9 don't hit. I mean, they're good defensively, but they're not physical. So that might be an area where we need to trade for. Barzal doing fantastic on the faceoffs, 59%. Commodore as well, 55.3. Pouliot, 50.7. Czak, 47.3. So he's getting better at faceoffs from when we last checked. But let's see the hits. 52 for Ottoson, 52 Durat, 41 Mueller, 38 Riley, 36 Streit, 33 Barzal. Yeah, see what I mean? The majority of our hits are coming from our defense or Ottoson or Mueller. And then Streit and Barzal are kind of up there, but then you have Commodore with 26, Pouliot with 25. I think we need a hitter here. Ragnarsson only with 6. Ho-Sang has 14. Let's check the giveaways to takeaways. 19 to 13 for Ho-Sang. So he's actually one of our better defensive forwards, but he doesn't hit as much. Commodore with a 19-19 and then 26 hits. 17 and 13 for Wallstrom. 16 and 19 for Butcher. That's really good. 16 and 16 for Barzal. 15 and 19 for Riley. That's good. 15 and 21 for Streit. Not good. Pekka 15 and 9. That's good. I mean, I would expect that with his puck skills category. Czak with a 15 and 7. That's really good. 12-14 for Durat. That's actually insane for Pascal Durat. That is insane for Durat. He's usually around here, like 32 to 82. Right now, he's only at a 12 to 14 ratio. Are you kidding me? Pascal Durat. Actually doing very well for himself there. Hines could be doing better. Ragnarsson could be doing much better. Ottoson could be doing better. Montour, decent. Pouliot could be doing better. Severson is good. Wild could be doing a little bit better. Mueller could definitely be doing better. Oh my goodness. 8 to 18. Not good. He is getting hits and he's getting offense, but the giveaway to takeaway ratio, not too good at the moment. And then goaltenders, let's see. Okay, so Hutchinson's improved a little bit. 902, which means he's playing better than the 902 as of recent because we last checked at 899. I'm guessing he's playing somewhere around 907 at the moment. So that's decent, but not great. And not where we need to be at this point in the season if we're going to contend for the Stanley Cup again. Because we're over a quarter of the way through the season now, and we're still not in a playoff spot. We haven't been all year, so we might want to consider making a trade here. And the trade that I had in mind to free up some more cap, I was going to do at the draft, because I had a lot of faith in this player at the start of the season, mainly because he just didn't play power play last year. But he's starting to show signs of trailing off, even though he's on the power play. and that'd be Josh Ho-Sang. He has 2 years left on his deal, 6.7 in salary per year. And remember, he only has, what is it, 7 regular even strength points this season. 4 on the power play, minus 12. I mean, he's actually been one of our better defensive forwards in terms of his giveaway to takeaway ratio, but he's not a hitter at all, and we need another hitter, I feel like. So we could potentially put Josh Ho-Sang out there on the trade block and see what we could get from maybe another Autosin type player. So as we check the player search, which is something we have not done in quite some time, let's see. Let's search for fours who, you know what? Another thing that we lack a lot, lefties at forward. We have 2 lefties in Bennett Strite and Christian Ragnarsson. Every other forward that we have within our top 9 is a righty. So I'm going to search handedness lefty. And then I want a minimum contract of 2 years. And I want physicality up there at 5 stars. So we're going to see what we can find here. Search. Nothing. Nice. Okay. Let's see what else we can do here. Maybe it doesn't like the fact that I'm looking for contracts there. Instead of physicality, what I'll do is sort by body checking. And I'll get that up there to 91. See if there's any players here. There you go. We got 19 results. Kotkaniemi, Drew and Delorier, Dubois, Kachuk, Bjorkstrand, Kachuk, Jost, Ritchie, Menino, Bellows, Kudobin, Nussbaumer, Sugihara, Goudreau, Lucic, Koltsov, Jones, and Broll and okay, can't pronounce that one. So in terms of NHL players here, we have Milan Lucic apparently, who is still in the league. Not a terrible contract though, only 1.4 for 2 years. However, he is pretty old, 36 years of age. What's he playing like so far this year? 9 points in 19 games. 28 hits. I feel like he's trailing off a little bit physically. What about Barclay Goudreau? 43 hits. There you go. Got a good ratio for the takeaways and giveaways. Man, the player search was probably one of the best additions in NHL 19. Gotta say, it makes it a lot easier to find the players you want. Sugihara on Detroit. 21 years of age, 28 hits. Not a great ratio. Prefer a veteran as well. Nussbaumer. 36 hits, 11 takeaways, 7 giveaways. Only 3 points. I kind of want a guy who is able to get points as well. Not like a crazy amount, but, you know, at least a respectable amount. Andre Kudobin. I mean, he has quite a few points there for the Sharks. I would imagine he's on their first line. Yeah, he's definitely on their first line. Over 18 minutes of ice time. 47 hits. Yeah, he's not going to be getting first line ice time on our team. He'd be getting third line. Bellows. Let's see. So actually, Bellows, if I'm not mistaken, is an old Islanders prospect. 33 hits, 24 takeaways, 14 giveaways. He's probably playing third line, I would imagine, for Edmonton. 10 points. It's not bad, honestly. I'd like to see a few more hits in there, maybe 40. Menino. Julius Menino on Vegas. 30 hits, 9 giveaways, 5 takeaways, 4 points. Then Nick Ritchie, we're starting to get into more valuable guys here. 16 points, 52 hits. So if you're looking for physicality, here it is. But the only thing I don't like about Ritchie is his takeaway to giveaway ratio this year. He's been very, very solid with his ratios in previous years, but as of right now, not so much. Now, maybe that's just the fact that he's on Nashville, and Nashville, well, I'm not sure how Nashville plays, right? I'm not sure if they're good or not, but Nashville might not be good, and he might be forced into every defensive situation possible, and then he just has a bad ratio of giveaways to takeaways. Now, Tyson Jost, Kachuk, Bjorkstrand. I don't think I'm trading for these guys. I want like a third marginal second liner type player. So Khudobin, Bellows, maybe Richie. I don't know. I feel like Richie's more of a first liner. Because he gets first liner type money as well. You gotta keep the cap in mind here for us as well, since Josh Ho-Sang is making 6.7. So the most cap friendly deal for us here would be Kiefer Bellows at 3.3, I believe I saw. Yeah, 3.4 roughly. He has 10 points. So Bellows might not be too bad of an idea to get back here in New York. And his ratio is pretty solid as well. So Bellows, and he's a left-handed forward as well, obviously, since we searched for left-handed forwards, and we need some of those. So Bellows is definitely a good option. What I'll also do here is go through the league player stats and check who has the most hits. And then as well, we'll check out the giveaway to takeaway ratio so that we know if they're a good defensive player as well or not. So we'll sort by forwards here and go by hits. 77, Harold Ryder. Whew, I remember him. And then giveaway to takeaway ratio as well on the side there. So Ryder has the most hits among forwards. He's only 21 years of age. Basically the same as Bennett Strite. They were in the same draft. I remember we wanted Harold Ryder in that draft. And he didn't even get taken until 6th. Yeah, I don't think we're getting him from LA. Konechny, 63. Dubois, 62. Aguasin was 60. Velarde was 60. Damian Mills with 59. I remember him as well. He was, I believe in the Mueller draft. Yeah, he went right after Mueller. And then Felipe Parks. Johan Bjorkstrand, we saw him on the trade block, or on the, the player search. Nazem Kadri. Brad Marchand. Mark Scheifele. Cody Glass. Anders Bjork. Tyson Jost. Philip Forsberg. Stu Albert. Mark Mathot. Martin Nakas. Ludvig Ottoson, we have him. Nick Ritchie. Sean Couturier. Alexander Barkov. Oh my goodness, Barkov. But yeah, no way we're getting Barkov. Adrian Kempe. Kamenev. Gallagher. Lawton. Wilson. Bukestad. Bukestad might actually not be too bad, but he is a righty. Remember, we need some lefties here. William Nylander. Nylander's giveaway to takeaway ratio is insane. 54-16. Jason Zucker. Capo Caco. Yanni Gord. Mika Zibanejad. Vincent Trocheck. I'm looking at all the guys who have over 40 hits here. Brett Howden. Oleg Vesunov. Brandon Perlini. Jesse Puljujarvi. Kyle Connor. Xavier Fallon. We're not getting him. Zach Hyman. Andre Khudobin. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. We're not getting him. Leon Draisaitl, I doubt we're getting him either. 90 overall. Ryan Hartman. Clayton Keller. Kasperi Kapanen. Ryan O'Reilly. Timo Meyer. Luke Kunin. Colin White. Brandon Saad. Jack Hughes, not getting him. Ryan Johansson. Matthew Tkachuk. Toby McLennan. Remy Elliott. Actually, Toby McLennan, he was, who am I kidding? He was a top 2 draft pick. Not getting him. How's Ellie? 79 overall. I'm looking for like a third line scorer. Maybe borderline second liner. Max Jones. Ryan McLeod. McLeod might not be too bad. Christian Fisher. Rasmus Kupari. Jack Roslovich. Bernard Grandpierre. Joe Veleno, who we're probably not getting. We don't actually know a whole lot about him. How is he in this game? Is he like an elite player? Based off his stats, I don't think so. How much did he hit again? 43 hits. He might not be a bad idea, depending on how much value he has. Serge Drouin Delorier, Petri Rayala, Nick Merkley, Chad Dhaliwal, Philip Zadina, Andrei Svechnikov, Nico Hischier, Brady Tkachuk, Mark Stone, Bo Horvat, Christian Dvorak, Boone Jenner, Josh Bailey, get former Islander Josh Bailey back on the Islanders. Well, he's 35. I don't know. I'm looking for a specific age range as well, from like 26 to 32. Radek Faksa, Marcus Foligno, Andrew Shaw, Andres Miller, who we have, and then Jonathan Drouin, Jake Gensel, Ovi, who's 39, Dakota McIntosh, Gabriel Landeskog, and there you go. Those are all the guys with 40 hits. Yeah, leave your suggestions in the comments, or we could go after the guys who were in the player search. So I'm not going to make a trade now. You guys got to let me know what we should do, and I will see you guys in the next one when we continue year number 7.